change will not end long before the world runs out of oil. And I think this is not to scare you here, but this is actually to appreciate the visionary thinking of Council Dubai to hold this conference here and think about the energy aspect of the future. Now, what are the mega trends which we are talking about? We heard already from the previous speaker that we're going into an electrical energy age, rising energy consumption, especially rising energy consumption from electrical sources. There's an urgent need for cleaner energy generation. And it's not just after Fukushima. There's more discussion on that. I think it is already a trend for the last years. CO2 reduction at a large scale. And with that, we have overall an increased demand of energy because of the growing population, because of emerging countries like China and India, and we at the same time need to grow our share of renewable resources. Now, what does that mean for the grids? And I think that's how we come to smarter grids. The grids of today are very linear. That generation follows the load. If you need more energy, electrical energy, you let the generation run faster. You have typically large-scale power plants. You have actually not a lot of intelligence in the distribution grid. In the grid, it's actually distributing energy into the final consumption, like buildings. And actually, there's also, if there is generation in the distribution grid, for example, in Germany we have a lot of solar already, there is no possibility to influence this generation centrally and control it. So the grid is actually at the moment not really smart. The grid is actually in the area of the distribution, not a blind spot for the distribution. This needs to change. This needs to change into a much smarter grid. Now, how do we use smart grids of the future? Smart grid is a word everybody is using. Everybody is always talking about something different. I've always tried to say smart grid you cannot buy by the kilogram. Smart grid is, as the previous speaker said, is more a journey through the future where the grids are getting much more intelligent. What does it mean? Well, first of all, that means that consumption will follow generation. Because generation will fluctuate with the wind and the sun. But there shouldn't be a loss of quality for the end user. We as customers, as consumers, larger chemical units, water treatment, these kind of things which have a certain possibility to be shifted without loss of quality of services. These software packages, these IT programs for demand response are very central to smart grid. The third one is smart charging. The electrical car of the future will be a load, a manageable load, which needs to be charged, of course, but the charging time can be, of course, intelligently chosen. But secondly, it will also be a battery, a storage, which can feed back energy, electrical energy into the grid. Times will come soon. We have already a prototype running with our charging stations, which have bidirectional charging possibility. It's also important that electrical mobility will not only be electric, but it will also be integrated in fleet management and new ways of transportation of the future, so that it's becoming itself more efficient than the transportation of today.